Hi, everybody. It's the last stream of the year.
Yay! Oh, hold on. I'm
I'm
gonna move.
excited.
I have toilet paper in the back of my shot. That shouldn't. That's not festive. We won't do that.
Sorry, I wouldn't have flipped the camera over until you had moved it.
That's better. It's still clutter, but it's different clutter.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I flipped the camera over before you moved it, Dana.
It's okay. I didn't see it until you took it live. So anyway.
Yeah, I don't have the music playing to the stream yet for the Switch. Do you want to show off your gingerbread stuff before we get started?
Yeah, I see a few people filtering in here. Yeah, so I'm going really hard on Christmas this year. I do it every year, but like
I say you're always pretty
big. More this year. It's been very healing. I was saying it's like feeding both my inner child and my actual like outer child, like my daughter. So because we're doing all these fun things, like we went to look at like a place that did model trains today, and they were like, it was like Christmas Village model trains, like really cool. So we did that, and I have these cookie cutters that are like mini gingerbread house cookie cutters, and so you make gingerbread and then you decorate them like an actual gingerbread house, right?
Yeah.
And I stayed up way too late the other night doing this. So the stream has to appreciate my artistry.
Your bevy of tiny gingerbread houses.
Yeah, and this one is the showing one because Josephine ate this piece. She stole it off the tray because I decorated them flat. And so this one is getting eaten and not saved for Christmas itself, because these are going to be the toppers on like the individual cakes I'm making people for Christmas dinner. But they're like really elaborate. So I have these little like holly sprinkles that I put on the one side, and then I have these Christmas tree ones that go on the other side. They're like those little like royal icing things. You can buy them at like Target and craft stores and stuff, and they look so good. But it doesn't matter that like my icing like technique is not perfect. I think there's a charm to it though. Like, and I think
it looks really nice on these. You can even see the detail on our like webcams, which is impressive.
Yeah. So these are like to sit on sit on the side of a mug, like if you're having a cup of coffee or whatever. They can just perch. So it's kind of perfect. So anyway, that's like really intense. And then I also have my I did my Christmas present wrapping today, so I don't know if Jess is watching tonight, but this is Jess's present. So like I did like a snow theme this year.
Nice.
So it's like cream ribbon, like a pearl paper. Those are vintage Christmas cards that I turned into gift labels.
See, you're ahead of me. Hold on.
With sage green. And then I made all of these.
Behold, a sample of the stack of presents that is yet to be wrapped.
Well, I just did these today, so like I'm not that ahead. And I've been doing components. Like I started right after Thanksgiving, I think it was when I was making the floral bits. I was just sitting in like hot gluing. So I had them all made, and then I had them all like wrapped with nothing else, and then I just had Post-its on them saying who they were for. So it's been like a couple different things. But yeah, my scheme this year is like snowy greenery, so I am really into it.
Wrapping presents is one of the few tasks that I am uninvited from doing, and it's because I wrap like a super bro-y man, where like it's not even square corners. I can't do that. It just looks like I crinkled some shit around and taped it a bunch, and nobody else likes that, so Addie has to wrap all the presents. Well,
my secret is that my wrapping job actually isn't that neat. I struggle to like measure it. Like I always look up YouTube videos like, how do I measure this better? And it's hard to, if you don't have it, there's certain shapes that wrap easier than others, but if I cover it with, it's the same philosophy with the gingerbread houses. Like it's kind of a more is more situation. And in this case, like you can have not the perfect wrapping job, but like when you put all that stuff on it, nobody's going to notice, right?
No, I'll take a picture of one of the presents I will be made to wrap, Dana, and send it to you privately. Sorry, everybody else, but I embarrass myself in front of only two humans. And
just what
you're
we're
talking
talking
to
about.
one of them
but
now.
yeah, if I think I can maybe get out of the way. There's like the stack of presents.
Yeah. That still looks reasonably nice, though. Like, no, mine look bad. And in fact, we are going
Yeah.
to turn on the sound here and take our faces to the left side and pop over and do some Mario RPG. We have to get to Rosetown today.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I haven't looked up any footage of Wonder, so I know we're gonna like
We will.
do a little stop in on that. Oh, the forest looks pretty.
We will stop in on Wonder because this is probably 40 minutes of time.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the whole game for this one.
No, I figured we'd get to like just beyond Rosetown and just hop to Wonder for the day.
Well, and like honestly, most of the tracks that I love most in this game are not late game tracks. Like,
yeah,
it's not that I wouldn't want to hear what they do with them, but like this was one of the ones that I was like, oh, what are they gonna do with it?
We might do one more week of Mario RPG when I have a finished save file and just visit relevant places.
Yeah, that would work. But yeah, the hairpiece today, I made this, so
nice.
it's designed to look like my vintage Christmas corsage collection, which anybody who follows me on Instagram will know I wear one in my hair basically every day from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
I was gonna say on this stream, the past 3 weeks you've worn them.
Yeah, I've worn them because I just do that already, and I sort of have a heap of like all of my red, green, and white clothes, and I just kind of mix and match, and I decorate with them too. They're like all over my mantle and my shelves and stuff, so I just like pluck one off the shelf to wear during the day. So I wore this one because it kind of matched what I was gonna do with the Christmas present wrapping.
Nice.
But also this one's fun because it's a mix of new components and antique ones, and my goal was for it to be really hard to tell which one. So.
We gotta go help Gino.
If I ever like really need a career pivot because musicology it just isn't working out for me, I would become like a modern day milliner or a wedding planner. I would definitely have the exposure to that field to do that really well.
Did you know Jill Aversa had a brief like second career before she had clearly made it full-time in music? You know how everybody has like music is the side gig when you get started and then like a separate normie career? Jill's was florist and wedding planner.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have any like floral skills. I mean, I made the bouquets for my wedding, but like I don't really know anything about floral design. Also, my bouquets I used faux greenery because it was November.
Right.
November, so like nothing's in season.
Ooh, cinematic. He's like loading his quiver hair. That was cool.
Yeah, and the little point too. I love that rising string line.
Yes, that's excellent. All right, we're looking pretty good here.
I did the bouquets for the wedding. Was what I was finishing there, but yeah, it was all. The other nice thing about like if you're gonna do fake flowers, like leaves and greenery tends to look better fake. You have to spend a lot of money to get like silk flowers that look really good.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple, they call them real touch flowers, where they almost have like a petal texture. They're almost like rubbery. It's kind of hard to describe. But I have a couple orchids like that are like display in my house in spaces where I don't get enough sun to actually grow one.
Yeah.
And they're crazy. So actually behind me, that's one of them. That's a bridesmaid bouquet.
Oh, nice.
It's like ferns and stuff. So.
Hey, listen to the percussion that just got added this loop.
I'm also noticing the trombone lines. Or maybe they're just really punchy. I don't think they're playing anything distinct enough that it was in the original. because they were just kind of going. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
But it
Let's
adds,
see
like,
what he
a nice
locks here.
texture.
Of course. Special or normal attack is locked. That's not the best.
It's so cute.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, if you're going to give us a freebie, we will use another one of those.
But yeah, I'm really going ham on Instagram. I haven't really been behind on Instagram. I'm going ham on Christmas this year, so I need it. It's I mean, for a lot of people, it's been just like such a rough year.
Yeah.
And heaven knows, I always do get very into pretty much any holiday. I like a theme. But yeah, I made like a bucket list kind of things I would love to do during the season. And I was just telling Ryan before the stream, I'm like steadily checking things off. And it's a mix of like, you know, wrapping gifts is on the list, like practical things that I needed to get done, but also just like things I wanted to do for fun. So like tomorrow we're planning on taking a drive to like admire how people have put lights on their houses, and I'm gonna like make homemade hot chocolate like in a crock pot, and then we'll like bring that in thermoses and maybe also be in pajamas while we drive around and gawk at people's lights. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen other people do such things, and I thought that's such a cute idea. And I love, we don't actually put external lights on our house. Like, I go so hard on the interior that I just don't have the capacity to
We didn't
think of
this
anything
year,
to do outside.
but some years we have like a deer that is covered in lights that we put out.
Yeah, those are pretty. Like the white lights.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
we
I
don't
really
wire
like-
the whole house, in part because it's expensive and it's hard to set up and
Yeah.
take down.
Yeah. I do like people that get really into it. Like, I definitely benefit. I really like when they have kind of the multicolored and they just kind of line gingerbread house style, like they just kind of line around the windows and like the major around the door and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's such like a good classic look. I also really enjoy, there's a few people that do those like floodlights that have the colored gels in them, so like it projects green and red onto the house.
Yeah.
And then there's a few on our street that have ones that have like a wheel where it has like snowflakes, and it's just white light, but it like projects snowflakes like moving around.
Oh,
the
that's
house.
cool.
And that's one of those things. It's like, dude, get one or two of those. Like, that's bang for the buck right there. Instead of having to like hang up all the lights around the exterior.
Yeah, hey, look, the fight changed here. He normally doesn't lock all the buttons. I'll bet this is a tutorial for the triple tech. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. This is a fun
Star Riders.
texturally. I like this arrangement texturally.
Yeah, me too.
I also like the background.
Whoa, hold on, this rules.
Oh, hello, Rainbow Road. Nice.
It's like a Smash Brothers trailer.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was awesome.
I like this backdrop around the wooden stump, because that's obviously new. It was just like kind of more of a stage.
Yeah, the
right?
fruit on the trees out of Yoshi's
on the
Island
trees.
looks really nice.
And like the lighting.
Yeah,
The pink lighting coming down.
yeah.
It's really pretty. I like that lighting effect over this like very verdant forest.
I want Gino to be connected to Rosalina somehow, of the stars.
Oh, I love that. Let's just say that that's the case. Ryan had me do a Ludomusicology at him yesterday or the night before. I feel like telling the story because it's just funny.
Oh, yeah,
He had
yeah.
seen a tweet online. You know when you're like locking your car and it normally does like the little beep beep to just like tell you that the car is locked.
I remember this. Okay, yeah.
Somebody reprogrammed theirs so that it was Kefka's laugh. And then in the video, they made a comment like, or if you like, Norstein Beckler's laugh from Chrono Trigger. And Ryan was like, wait, no, that's not the same laugh. We would have noticed, right? So, of course, I immediately found a long play video. And in my head, I was like, no, because it's higher pitched. Like, I knew it didn't have that, like, low end. But I wondered if it was maybe
wouldn't
the
be the first time. There were a couple sound effects those two games do share in common.
Yes.
So it wasn't immediately out of the realm of possibility completely.
Right, exactly. So, like, I went, and for those that want to know the difference and don't know it offhand, Kefka's laugh has 7 sounds, which to me always sounded like wad up, whoop, 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 whoop.
There's also a little bit of, like, a flutter to it.
Yeah, right. There's, like, more of a... Yeah. And it has that, like, low end, like, it's got a depth to it.
Yeah. There's only so many sounds I can make with my voice at once, though.
Right. Norstein Beckler's laugh has 8 sounds, and it is more of a...
Okay.
But it had 8 sounds when I counted, so that's
nice.
The difference. So, whatever, and to get, like, if it does share some kind of sample and then it was just messed with in different ways, that's a Matthew Valente question. But at the very least, that was a fun moment. And Julianne was just like, we would have noticed. Like,
she was.
The way we both know those games, we've streamed them both. So
Gino's name is still unpronounceable, which I like.
But it was nice to kind of have the receipt and be like, yeah, no, this isn't the same laugh.
I chose him because he looked the strongest out of all the dolls.
Yeah. Mario's like, no offense, man, because he was one of the dolls.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm happy with that.
Me too. I really like the textural
exactly
detail in the graphics that you can see that Gino remains a wooden doll here.
Yeah.
That's a detail, like, you don't have the resolution to communicate that difference between toy and, like, Pinocchio boy come to life in the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. We were watching a video critiquing, I didn't even realize Disney had done a live action Pinocchio. With like Tom Hanks as Geppetto, like I just am not paying attention because like I don't care about the live action remakes because I don't want to see any of them.
Because Joe plays the Souls games, right?
Yeah.
Did he get Lies of P? The Pinocchio Souls game?
Oh, I don't know. He might have.
Okay.
But anyway, we were watching. It was basically like we've watched these videos that kind of intelligently hate on these live action remakes and kind of explain what's wrong with them. And a lot of times it's messing stuff up that like they change when the songs happen, or they change the songs themselves, or they remove the songs, and not realizing like these were musical theater trained people and the songs are not decoration. Like they're there for a structural purpose. And then if you mess with that or you like remove it, like you have kind of dead air. So like we've watched that type of thing, but we were watching this Pinocchio video and I realized like I don't remember anything about that film. Like, it made me question whether I had actually seen it.
Pinocchio, a lot of people memory hole like the explicitly racist material, and there is some to the point where it now comes with a warning if you watch it on Disney Plus.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like I didn't remember anything after like the initial stuff. Here we go.
This is the original music.
I guess you could leave and go back in once you change the music, so we would start over, right?
Oh, I can. If I change the music, it'll start over.
Oh, well.
Yeah. My favorite little bit in the Super Nintendo, and I wanted to hear it so that we can check and see if it exists, is at the first riff. Ba-bow. That ba-bow is the coin collection notes and sound. Listen. The coin sound is in there. Yeah. But this is one of my pieces I kind of try and fool my students with on Listening Lab Day, because this is very, very clearly a town theme, but it's not the comfortable, unskipping, boring
It's
harmonic
not the
town
pastoral
theme. This is a
town
homecoming parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I always want to see if they can expand their frame just enough to know which box to put this in. Here's the modern one.
This is liberated. The town is free. Yay!
That's right.
Okay, we're leaning into the jazz band. Cute.
The coin is in there. That's good.
And we have like our Benny Goodman clarinet here.
That's right. Merry Christmas to Julianne Grasso.
Yeah, seriously. Where are you, Julianne? You're traveling.
This is
Cute.
very... You could play this off the back of a pickup truck with a gang.
Yeah, this is so cute.
Has it looped yet, or is it still going?
You want me to- Okay. I'll be right back.
There's the loop. Okay. Yeah, this rules. I love everything about this. Oh, hold on, everybody. We gotta wait for Dana here for the egg timer charades moment. We'll give Dana just a minute. In the meantime, I'll mute that for everybody's sanity and bop me back forward here for just a second while we're waiting. I have gotten a couple cool things that I don't know I can stream to everybody. But if they're relevant for you, you can DM me. The Link's Awakening PC port and a modern Magic the Gathering game from '96 I've also got with all the cards through 2017. All right, Dana's back. I'm going to slide us back.
She tripped and needed a mom hug.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. She wasn't like, luckily she wasn't like scraped or anything. She
Yeah,
just
yeah.
was like, I tripped. She tripped kind of like up the stairs.
I wanted to wait
Carpeted.
for you for the egg timer, like, charades moment.
Oh, yes, I love these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy's gonna take her on a little adventure because she loves. Every time we leave the house, it's like, go on an adventure, and then she'll like pull on her boots. So she said that's what she needed. So they're gonna just go to Target for a minute.
Nice.
We live like 2 minutes from a Target, which is great and terrible, as you can imagine. Very convenient, but also like a little too convenient.
Oh no, I have a funny, terrible Christmas joke for everybody. Addie has sent me a message. She's also at Target, actually, doing some last minute pickup. Excuse me. Girl Scout cookie scented hygiene products. No joke. That's a veto from me. All right. Now we know to go to Moleville. I forgot that Gaz tells you.
We heard Sad Song, yes, and I liked that they added the orchestra. I was just reminding myself.
Yes.
Yeah, they added like a trio or a quartet. I haven't listened back to it.
Not that. Equip is here. Oh, look who's in bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you made the comment about him earlier.
Right, it's
and in my head
Rosetown.
I don't think that's the right place or the right time.
No, it's here. I love the...
And it plays.
Yeah, the secret sound.
He's a secret.
Excellent. All right. Too bad you can't wake him up in this edition of the game. That would just be useful. Link was there in the original as well, Anthony Dennis music. If you stay in the inn at that moment before you leave the town again, if you go back, he's gone and you miss it. It's a one-off.
Yeah.
It's a cool one-off, though. All right, the pipe vault is...
Oh, I remember. The pipe vault does it have unique music?
No, but the area on the other side of it does.
Is it just the dungeon music?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that encounters are dodgeable a la Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. Well, weren't they originally?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not all of them, but...
Hi, Dominic. All right, Goomba and Gold Goomba.
I like being called Ludos. I used to be so good at this on the original, but I feel like I wouldn't be as good with the, you mentioned, like, the feel's a little different on the controller, at least in battle.
Yep.
I sort of wondered if I would...
This feels good, actually. I was worried about that for
it
this.
Feels alright.
Yeah.
Is it tied to, like, a D-pad, or do you have to, like, actually jump it in real space?
You have to jump it in real space, like you're playing the game.
Ugh.
You did before as well.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yep. Alright, I'll do it one more time, actually. And I'll clear 22.
Lost a piece of this craft. Trying to keep it together. It's such a fun bass riff.
It is. Alright, I'll do the rest of that later. Oh, rats. Well, that's fine.
So for musician friends in chat, do y'all have busy gigs coming up? I have my classic Christmas Eve, where I do a few masses at the same church, and I just kind of stay there all day.
Now, do you play for your church, or do you play for...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this person was the organist at a church in the city where I grew up, and then he was transferred or got a different job at a different church that is a bit further away, but he asked my group to follow him. And so, since it has been a guaranteed gig, we keep going for Easter and Christmas.
Okay.
But he always books Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day, so I do have different stuff that's closer to me Christmas morning. And I'm really excited about the Christmas morning ones because I have these two friends that work in my hometown. They kind of split a bunch of the local Catholic parishes between the two of it. It's a husband and wife team, and they're like music directing kind of everywhere. And so one of them always has something, but they're both like multi-instrumentalists and too talented for words. Like, play like a zillion things a piece, and
Yeah.
just like, when they sing together, I die. And also, Lawrence, the husband, is an incredible arranger, and I'm picky about that because like I do arranging. He's one of those people that I'm like, I will always say yes to because I just love playing his stuff.
Yeah. All right. This is exactly what I wanted from this arrangement, by the way.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I expected for this one. Not that I was ever like super attached to this theme. It's fun. The little flute line there is cute.
Yep.
Oh, this is your first time seeing the remake. Yeah, we've hit some good ones so far. Little sounds. Yoshi! Yoshi! Yes! Yoshi has the lowest voice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're so... I like their voices. Even
Wow. It's great.
like,
Wow.
it's fine and all.
Yoshi. It's fantastic. Yoshi. He's amazing.
Yeah, it's perfect. He's perfect. I mean, Julianne has hopefully seen him by now, right? She is the Boshi Stan account.
Yeah. This, I remember actually being hard.
Yeah. The way, like, the keeping to the rhythm?
Yes.
And, like, managing your cookie intake?
Right. Let's see. All right, let's see.
I really like the amount of symbol in this. It's perfect. I mean, the original's there too, because that's what you're tuning to, right?
My
But
favorite
doing it on real symbol's fun.
my favorite race thing like that in a JRPG is, have you heard Turtle Race from Chained Echoes?
No.
Okay, we'll have to jump and do that in just a second before we do Mario Wonder. It's amazing. And yeah, the on-screen prompts help a bunch. This was easier than I remember it being on the Super Nintendo. Let me give you a tip, race someone slow. That way you'll be able to stash away the cookies. All right, that's all there is here. Oh, Dominic, listen to this world map music. This track has changed a lot, and it's fantastic now. There's an amazing new
much
flute line.
Resonant mallet percussion.
I love how much longer they've made the loop here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it finishes this 8 count before it actually does loop right here. Yeah. All right, let's check out Moleville.
Good amount of clarinet in here too.
Ooh, the brass is new.
But still very led by that, I guess marimba, it sounds like.
Yep.
There.
All right. Dana, do you want to save here and kind of pause and switch over to Mario Wonder? All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other track that I couldn't wait until you had until later when we want to bop around.
I lowered my microphone volume just a little bit there. Let me know if that balance is a little better, Dominic. I might be able to turn Dana up also. Let me check see what that looks like.
I can always turn myself up too, or be closer to the mic.
I turned you up a tiny bit, Dana. That should help.
I bop around a lot.
All right. I'm gonna finish buying the things here. $12. Ooh, all the stats are better here. That's kind of insane. All right. Let's go save then, and we'll be on our way. That should be down here. All right, yep, get up, get up, get up. As an aside, you always keep one flower tab on hand as a free full refill. Okay, let me go to this and see what we can do. We're gonna stop that for 1 second, and I will show, hold on, the Crazy Turtle Race in Chained Echoes.
Yes.
Very briefly. Because I absolutely love everything about this. All right, let's get that on stream, and then we'll get it over to Dana as well.
Always good.
All right, stream can see it now. I'm gonna stop sharing the Switch stuff. You should be looking at a web browser now, Dana.